If you don't know me, then your bosses do. Never mad, y'all, I really talk to fruit. On that clown shit, I can't talk to you. Picture a boss making some bosses move. Never warn, nigga, but we offing you. Low and child, nigga, that 39 shit. Rails, baby, that 39 stick. The king got his shit, you should crown this. Came from the wheels, got the spot on the half. With the longest case, you them guys, but I know them gas. City turned to clap you for a penny. Came from the low end and kept to other city. Shit get high here. Better wear your Glock here. We don't just grocery youngers, they hop shop here. Get you in your body until they see it so. Put you in the wood and then they let you burn. Shit get stupid. Shot stop loud talk for sure you get muted. Gas up the plane smoke for sure you get suited. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a grandma. Bitch, I'm 39 to the death of it. Brother let the weapon spit. 40 with a drum jack kicking like some Tekken shit. Ain't from the 9 from 39. Home and BT, big shorty, right? Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, got a plan. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'm a hand rake them. Bag them, seal them and get them gone. Jumped in this shit, was thirsty to see a zone. Ass peas here, wood big as hell like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. And G here, landscaper. I'm playing the wild for that damn paper. I am 39. Be a base shit. I ain't here to step on niggas' toes, but you see me? Yeah. Genius, this genius. I'm one of them niggas. And if you don't know that, you should ice your balls. Tell them talk about that hood team shit. They ain't really gotta do it though. You know this BFA shit now, don't you? BFA shit!
Oh, open that up. Turn that down. All right. What's good, everybody? Shoptalk 7, man, on a Wednesday night. I'm your boy, Get This D Smith in the house. You know what I'm saying? We out here on a Wednesday night, man. Monix couldn't be here. Monix is too busy being a superstar. He out there at Determined Radio. Shout out to Felice and the crew over there, Determined Radio. But he's got an interview tonight, so that's why he's not here. Hey, I mean, when you big time, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So shout out to Felice and Determined Radio. All right. And once again, man, how you feeling, dude? You good? With my hands. With your hands. You know? With your hands. Yeah. Check the mic, check the phone. Make sure that's all you check. Check the dome. Make sure that's all you check. That's all I got. Yeah. Keep your hands above the table, buddy. Oh no, that's it. Above the table. That's all I got. Above the table, man. Hey, man, listen, let's go ahead and get into our SBO segment, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Shop Talk 7 wants to give a lot of appreciation to our resident SBOs, our small business owners that are rocking with us and supporting us. So we kind of want to support them back. Ain't no kind of, we want to. You know what I'm saying? We're going to. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rose Design Services. That's RO_S Design Services. You know what I'm saying? Rise. Ugh. Imagine waking up to that every morning. Every morning. Yeah. I mean, have you ever heard a girl with a raspy voice that you liked? That you actually thought was sexy, like a raspy voice on a woman? And she had a little peach for her. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, all right. Variety. Now, but it was cute, you know. Nah, it's unmanageable. That's not cool. That ain't cool. She's dark skin, so it also she twisted a little bit. No. But I found out, you know, she got it from her grandma. So it is what it is. So she basically has two apostrophes. There you go. So shout out to Rose Design Services. That's RO_S Design Services. If you guys want to reach out to her, it's 773-322-3076. Again, that number is 773-322-3076. All right. And make sure you guys hit her up on Facebook, IG, and Gmail at Rose Design Services. Okay. And also shout out to Tiffany's Closet. All right. That's Tiffany. Now, this is normally Monix's part. There's normally Monix's part, okay? We're going to work it out, though, all right? It's Tiffany's with a Z. All right, Tiffany's with a Z. Tiffany's Closet, and that's Closet with a K, okay? So Tiffany'sCloset.com, where fashion is queen. Tiffany's Closet, yeah. Because when you look at it, it looks fancy with the K. Yeah, I mean, because she's fancy. That's where the Closet came from. Which makes sense. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So fitting, like the clothes. Fitting like the clothes. Look at that. Look at that. See, we just spit them out. This is natural. Fashion is queen. So make sure y'all check out, man. Hey, shout out to the boy Truch. Hey, what's up, Brady? Brady Martin in the building. What's going on, Miss Brady? How you doing, sweetheart? We got Auntie in the house. Hey, what's going on, Angela? Yeah. And of course, we got the homeboy Truch in the house. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all in the chat. All right, so once again, that's Tiffany's Closet with a K. All right, .com. Make sure y'all check her out. And also, shout out to Nikki Spiller of Nikki's Sleek Designs. Okay, make sure y'all check out Nikki Sleek Designs at nikkisleekdesigns.com or www, of course. And also Nikki's Sleek Designs at gmail.com. You know, y'all been checking out our promos. You know, Nikki be doing our promos, man. She does a great job. Okay, so if you want some a visual accoutrement, you know what I'm saying, for your label or your brand, holla at Nikki, okay? And that does it for our resident SBO segment, baby. Shop Talk 7 in the building on a Wednesday night, man. Get this D and chill in the house, man. We're going to roll solo tonight. So we just going to do what we do. Wednesday wing it. Have a good time, and we're gonna get it in. Auntie say she living life. You missed us? Oh. I know, Auntie. I know you've been working your ass off. Keep a little bit though. put something in the freezer for me. You know what I'm saying? Shop Talk 7, man. Wednesday night. We're gonna go ahead and get into some vibes, man. So let's dip into this vibe folder, man. And of course, you know, we gotta pull out something with my boy Jet, man. Juice. Let's go ahead and get it, baby. Shop Talk 7. Let's go. Y'all better turn up. Let's go. I got the juice. J-U-I-C-E. Call me Q. Bishop been riding. Told you steal. Yeah. Better keep your cool. It's over here. They ain't playing fair. Look, player nigga call me Raheem. Young nigga just surviving. Got a crew, we be wrecking shit. Every day we be sliding down the boulevard to the game room. Send a mixtape they can vibe to. Op niggas stay the rival. Rider man suicidal. Naughty by my nature treacherous. We ain't with the disrespect, bro. Nah, bro, I think you got it wrong. Catch a with them like you lost something. Baby mama drop my money low. Ditch school, I don't wanna go. Run the streets is really all I know. I'm just trying to make some money, yo. Making heat, but I'm local though. Time to take the show on the road. Got the freak, I'm here on the low. Fat chick, she ain't that old, but I do this. They divorced though. He be looking at me like he wanna go. I'm ready, never been a hoe. Mustafa Humble, you got jokes. Got a plan, we can rob quitters. That's the Q show, now that's shop business. Cause we gon' all need an alibi. So we was all at the competition. See the plan was to run in and run out, but still stupid ass and my name at the mouth. I had to shoot him. For all I know, he fuck around and get my name up to the cops. Tried to take the gun, so we shot him. Turncoat niggas, you can spot him. Should've known up the steel crib. Over Blizzard, niggas started wildin'. You tired of running, nigga, so am I. This nigga turned on the gas, putting fear in everybody's ass. He got a gun, Mr. Tough Guy. Went to Sweet just to get protection. She knew my mama had to send her blessings. Thank you. Thank you very much. Knew my mama had to send her blessings. $25, what I paid for the weapon. That's all I got. Yeah, work with me. What I paid for the weapon. Listen, still got hit. Now I'm on the move. What's the deal? Yeah. Talk to Mr. Trip. Give him this. Give him this. Tell him meet me here at the bridge. We can settle this like man. Let a shot go. I'm on the run. I want to fight, so I threw my gun. Bust at me in the elevator. Got it out his hand. Time to go, son. On the roof, had to box it out. Up there, trying to knock him out. Take the wrong way up. It's a chance you can fall down. You can fall down. It's always the Judas in you. I got the juice.
Get it. I got the juice. J-U-I-C-E. Call me Q. Bishop been right here. So still. Better keep you cool, cause out here. Yeah, they ain't playing fair. I got the juice. J-U-I-C-E. Call me Q. Bishop been right here. So still. Yeah. Better keep you cool, cause out here. They ain't playing fair. Nah. K-check.
Look, I'm just minding my business, chillin' smoking on the blunt, cup holder with Henny, steady adjusting up the speed, feel like the motor of Hemi, and mommy a rider, but I got a hole in the titty. I pour a drink and give a toast to those that pardon this life. I feel like watching when I see stars in the night. I'm trying to move right, can't hang with broke niggas no more. Been trying to part those, I got them asking where did my heart go. 3 a.m. in Chicago. Ooh, the moonlight shining through my 3-stage, I'm sitting on my ladder. Nigga, I've been that fella, and life gets better. Niggas shouldn't have never got jealous. And damn it, I've been got fed up. My nigga got set up. Sometimes I wish they would've got me. And although life got better, never would I let up. Right here in the heart of the street. And nigga, it's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago. It's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in 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 Chicago.
Panoramic views as we cruise through Lake Shore. Don Perignon, don't let it spill on the floor. A toast to success, we blessed to say the least. Say both palms open, I pray as I face the east. Juvenile delinquent, I made it, they can't believe it. All praise due, inshallah, I succeeded. Wars in the trenches, I survived without a scratch. Desensitized, my heart became emotionally detached. Cry myself a river when they killed my nigga Snatch. I swear I think about him every time I lay a track. Lost so many soldiers, it's starting to feel normal. Floating in that ghost, 3 in the morning, that's paranormal.
Ooh, the moonlight shining through my 3-stage, I'm sitting on my leather. Nigga, I've been that fella, and life gets better. You niggas shouldn't have never got jealous. And damn it, I've been got fed up. My nigga got set up. Sometimes I wish they would've got me. And although life got better, never would I let up. Right here in the heart of the street. And nigga, it's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago, 3 a.m. in Chicago. It's 3 Chicago, 3 a.m. in 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 Chicago.
Come again, say what? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Come again, say what? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Yeah. I got a boss like strut, and my pen and game kicks. Sometimes I'm Kobe on that flow, that mic won't get past. It'll hit your gut in a hurry, quick, fast. It can probably be Sonic, it can probably be Light, it can even probably be Flash. I'll come again, say what? I like chicks with class. This down the rap for you so quick, it'll give you whiplash. When some see you move on with choice, they start to get mad. You think we care about your feelings? You clearly been had. Come again, say what? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Come again, say what?
Come again, come again, come again, come again. Yeah. Yo, miss me with that. Trying to make some money, look. Letting all type of goes. You gotta run it nose. Show this how the Heimlich goes. All type of. Yo, I got a friend to phone. Yo, come and get deep. I don't call this luck. This right here is fake. All them other dudes watered down. This right here is flake. Y'all never gave no favors. Bet I'll see y'all later. Want me to cater. I ain't no cap to say what. Come again, come again, come again, come again. Come again, say what? What? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Hey. I don't wanna hear it, I don't wanna see it. Judgment and negative, I don't need it. Let it go against the idea and defeat it. Tell me like a radiator, you'll get heated. Crowd holder, stay on my creep. I'm a respectable bird, not afraid to check lips. These niggas got a lot of nerves, surrounded by these tough nerves. Mayweather keyboard box, take a round, no consequence purge. Then I'm out, watch me bounce like shots, bounce like hops, but I'm no hooper. Motivate speaker, more like Luther. 40 cal flow, spin like Kruger, get the whole game. See you get Cooper. Say what? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Come again, say what? What? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Come again, say what? Come again, come again, come again, come again. Come again, say what? Come again, come again, come again, come again.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Shop Talk 7 on a Wednesday night, baby. We up top, but we get down. I'm your boy D Smith in the building. I'm trying to be Monix and shit. Go ahead.
In the building, man.
Fuck it, let me be me, y'all. It's your boy Get This D Smith in the house, man.
And again, the Chunky Mac is back.
Hey, there we go. You know what I'm saying? TISTIP. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what that means by now, don't y'all? Yeah, I know what that means by now, don't y'all? I'm sure y'all do. Sure y'all do. All right, man, we're going to go ahead and get into the shop list, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Shop list, we just throw out we just try to run through the headlines. We'll try to run through some news, run through a quick story, and, you know what I'm saying, get y'all back to the music. So, man, let's go ahead and hit the shop list, man. You hear that? There we go. That's right, bud. There we go. That's right, bud. All right, man. First up in the shop list, man. Rest in peace to a legend, Miss Tina Turner. Shout out to Miss Tina Turner, man. Definitely gotta get that. Another round of applause, man. Tina Turner is definitely a pioneer in terms of music, period. Just the image of women and black women in particular. A lot of people know her story, but for those who don't, Chill, you want to give me a quick rundown of Tina Turner real quick?
She was born, she died. In between that, she sung songs, she got beat up, she rode on a river. She definitely did that. Don't never think about, don't ever forget that fact. She rode. Oh, she rode on the river. Definitely did that. She had 3-4 sons, by the way, also. So there's that,
Oh, man.
She's been to plenty of studios. She was actually on the Johnny Carson show.
She was.
She also,
what did she do?
She was inducted, I know because I was there a few days ago, into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to be out in Ohio at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I was there last Thursday.
Okay.
So at minimum for that day, because I was only there that day, minimum I can say that they played her music the entire day throughout the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, throughout the facility. Dope. And it was real dope. It was dope. Not to take away from the different exhibits and I saw a lot of different things, memorabilia from Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, Elvis, but
at minimum, the fact that they had her music playing all throughout the facility, it was nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? But it was also like it was deep because, you know, us as black folks, we don't get the fairest of shares. You know what I'm saying? But the homage that they paid to her, I really appreciated that. And then it was my son's 8th grade trip, so to have the youth, you know what I'm saying, listening and like to be able to hear her music, that was big for me.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope, man. Tina Turner, I remember her from Mad Max. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Yeah. And I remember because my auntie had like a recording of one of her concerts or something, and my cousin used to watch it all the time, so I was familiar with her music. When I saw it in Terror Dome, it was like, holy shit. Thunder? No, it was Terror Dome.
I don't remember.
Is Thunderdome? Is there a difference?
Yes.
There's a difference between the Terror Dome and the Thunderdome? What's it? Okay. All right. But yeah, she was I remember her just being a hellified villain. Like she was a bitch in that movie. You know what I'm saying? But it was a dope ass role. And I was like, wow. She really played that. Wow. So that's the singer. Right. And I was like, oh, she ain't really no singer. That's really who she is. Right. You know, so I respected her acting craft, you know, kind of before her music craft, you know. But yeah, definitely shout out to Tina Turner, man. Such hits as, like you say, Roll It on the River. She wrote the hell out that motherfucking river. She definitely did. So shout out to Tina Turner, and rest in peace, most definitely. Is Ike Turner passed already?
Oh yeah, he's up there with. Well, he's somewhere waiting on it. He's
somewhere waiting on it. Shit, man. She probably knocked the shit out of that.
At this point, yeah, she still has time to keep training.
She still has muscle definition. Yeah. You know,
well,
at least the memories.
Well, technically, that would be Angela Bassett.
True. That's true.
That's what we're really thinking of.
No, because Tina Turner actually was a pretty solid chick. She wasn't like as built as cut as Angela Bassett, I don't think. But Tina Turner was in shape. She definitely was in shape. Like if you look at some of the older, like some of her older performances, you can see it.
Maybe I was too busy watching
the tail feathers. Yeah, it's some tail feathers is what it was, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's some tail feathers. Now, if y'all down with the tail feathers, y'all let me know. Yeah, so she said, yeah, he's somewhere waiting. Yeah, Angela.
Slice of cake and a balled up fish.
Hey, I don't think he gonna connect this time. Boy. Shit. That's probably the last person he want to see in heaven is Tina Turner. If he made it. I mean, even in limbo, we had to, wherever they split everybody up at, you don't want to bump into her there.
Nah. It's open game.
She probably walk up on that nigga still off his ass. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now you get in the booth.
Yeah, she probably sucker punch the shit out of his ass. I'm sorry, Blizz. Sorry, Blizz. That's another quarter in the curse, the swear jar. Yeah, sorry.
By the way, shout out to 1985 Mad Max Beyond.
Man,
Thunderdome.
Beyond the Thunderdome. Mad Max came back and drove past that motherfucker.
Beyond Thunderdome.
He spit the block and drove past it. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, that's our little shop list, man. I was gonna try to talk some more mess about Tina Turner, and we didn't have nothing lined up for the rest of the shop list. But you know what?
I mean, have you ever had any of her sweet potato pies? Anything out of
Tina
Walmart?
Turner has sweet potato pies?
No, that's actually Patty.
Oh man,
just check to see where you at with it,
bro. Dude, I almost left the show.
Yeah,
I almost left the show simply because I know Patty got pies. Patty got pies, baby.
However,
I didn't know Tina had pies.
They closed the nearest Walmart. So.
Oh damn, sure did.
No need to shut the show down for that. It's not even there anymore.
It's not even there anymore. Damn. Okay. Maybe we can Amazon something here or whatever. We'll find Amazon Prime, get here. Yeah, we do that. We'll figure it out. All right, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Shop Talk 7. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the chat. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get back into this this cool little vibe we got going here, man. Let's get into some trouble. Let's get into some clef. You know what I'm saying? Shop Talk 7. Let's get it. Trouble, the singer. All I Ever Wanted. Let's go.
All I wanted was too bad when I put a house on a hill. One in the kitchen and the other paying bills. Situation both women touching meals. The thrill of my music making money, no deal. Time I can sleep at home, but I can't leave the streets alone. Swear that it should be a crime. Money on my mind all the time, so I'm on the grind. So I can put my people on. And it's cool, you don't understand what I do. You ain't gotta walk in my shoes. I got a son, I can't lose him to the gun. So a nigga gon' do what he do. Future better than my past. Every step better than my last. All this money is a grab. Swear to God I give him everything I never had.
This is all I ever wanted. Spent 500,000 on the house. The other 500 in the couch. This is all I ever wanted. Tell him here to keep my name out the mouth. Get it top with the all black rings. This is all I ever wanted. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. We ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. This is all I ever wanted.
Was a good life, good vibes on everything. Mama wasn't adequate a habit that she couldn't be. I found love way deep in them Chicago streets. Now I got a history and a record that'll follow me. I was left on first. I was putting in work, it was built from the hurt. I must have known my worth. I was birthed from a curse that I cursed me at birth. But I'm all grown up now. Finally got everything figured out. I know exactly what I want. I'ma get everything that I'm owed.
This is all I ever wanted. Spent 500,000 on the house. The other 500 in the couch. This is all I ever wanted. Tell him here to keep my name out the mouth. Get it top with the all black rings. This is all I ever wanted. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. We ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. This is all I ever wanted.
Spent 500,000 on the house. Yeah, yeah. Tell them to keep my name out their mouth. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty now. We ball, we ball.
This is all I ever wanted. Spent 500,000 on the house. The other 500 in the couch. This is all I ever wanted. Tell them here to keep my name out their mouth. Get it top with the all black rings. This is all I ever wanted. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. We ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. This is all I ever wanted.
Oh, you big cap. Talk about all them guns and all your songs. Where your blick at? Chain full of diamonds that ain't shining. Where you get that? Pull up in a what? On what? But where that shit at? I must have missed that. See, y'all be rapping like owners, but you ain't even a renter. I mean, your boss got cars, but you don't ever be in them. Man, this shit all a gimmick. That's why I be losing interest, cause we all know that talking cheap, so why y'all sounding expensive? They say y'all sound like a chemist, like I was cool in the chemist. Popularity ain't for me, I'd rather cool with the gifted. Uplifted, apparently, I keep hearing them parroting. You would think it's a parody, look at it like parenting. Flipping cane like a capper, you probably think I was Greek, but if it's time to go to war, then I turn into Pericles. Cut the shit in my jeans. I'm spitting scripture, putting words to every picture. I'm rapping a fucking meme. More they lying. Why his ass got a job if he's selling keys? More they lying. How he bad 3 times if he's selling weed? More they lying. How his ass got a car, won't rap for me? More they lying. How he talk all this money, won't rap for free?
No capping my rap with my wrist slit break. Ain't talking money, then fuck on my face. Hoes think they loyal and can't be replaced. Don't touch my cup, it's probably lace. Money and hoes, more problem than most. Fuck nigga, try me, we turn them to toast. Cut that bitch off, she be doing the most. I'm not even trying to propose. I ain't dumb, I just be playing the role. You know that I'm very clever. And if you let me fuck up on the first lick, I cannot be your man, but we time forever. I was gone for a minute, that bitch, I'm a blow, but the rate in the traps ain't gon' work it out. They been hating on me from the jump, I done got used to that, so my feelings feelings, ain't hurt it all. I've been back in my bag, now I feel like that nigga you hit for the night. Don't be snapping no pictures. Rolling in white, don't fuck with no switches. Give me some lean, I don't fuck with no jiggers. Don't fuck with niggas, ain't linking with bitches. It's not about a profit, it's not worth a mention. Streets getting ugly, so make a decision. Soon ain't gonna be no two sides of the fence. I ain't even mention these niggas be snitching, so don't just go shoot cause your finger be itching. Niggas will flip up your ass, get a sentence. Tell you that he had to snitch for a children. You already knew that ain't none of this new. If you a real nigga, maybe you fool. And if that's the case, nigga, then you won't relate what I say, cause this shit is true. These hoes making OnlyFans pages cause they pussy played and ain't nobody buying it. Tryna tax for some pictures of pussy I already fucked, man, you bitches be trying it. I keep hearing I'm next and I'm hoping it happen. Until that day come, my nigga, I'm trapping. I'm trying to stack my little money and stay out the radar and stay out the Cook County wagons.
You know what time it is. I ain't come to play with them, nah. This a momentous occasion. Let me talk to him. Look, white dope, green money, adding up the mathematics, getting good pay off crack addicts, bad habits, dressed in royal blue, pockets full of black magic, got my own stamp and a vow just to match it. It's all presentation when I bring them the package, then I'm back to the bando, stay on this trap shit, Jeezy playing in the background, still hear the ad-libs, I hang where they cook, nigga, like the kitchen cabinet, bet that went over your head like a sunset. Maybe I should slow it down and say some dumb shit. Being a quick learner made me top 10 at any rap event that I ever been in. Better yet, I'm top 6. Your bitch thirsty when she see me turn off the faucet. What else? I've been finished them. Who needs a starter kit? I hit the target quick like auto targeting.
HGMIE. Flip whatever car you in, I'm only blowing clocks and woods like I got a sponsorship. We got Ted, ain't no arguments. Cypher who you know more solid than a monument. This shit astonishing, we manifested accomplishments. Not today's price and yesterday's price. Ain't no bargaining, cokes off of the cardigans. Then I got that hard again. Now who won't smoke with me? I wasn't all the wit. Slanging cane like old folks. No joke, it's just a pass out. They'll be back to flow dope. Two official gave us the work, we on the same stove. Let it dry and grind so hard we barely change clothes. Never play with my nose. These half a brands made me a bankroll. Had me chasing $40 like a spank hoe. Now I'm on the road to riches, had to pay a few tolls. I'm just a kid from Chicago, D Rose. It's showtime, let's go.
Yeah. Raising a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped down before they walk out the door. Pray they survive in these streets. What about the kill? What about the hell? Take a look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see? Pray you see the image of God, protected, providing. I even abide the God us to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for Don't worry about whether or not I did it all, cause you can still recognize me through the fog. I did this shit, kept it moving, never stalled. Be tweaking, but still that Jesus come across. Preaching BQE Freeman to the cause. Conceited, but feel connected to the fraud. Cause living be effortless with faith to fall. Manifest spaces and a place to fall. On my frequency, like the bank, just make the call. Quiet is kept me still in it. Open up your mouth, I'm drilling like a dentist. Grave digger, feeling slave to the healing crown. Got a lot of pain when you feeling snug as fuck. Feeling like a fitted cap. Got it by where my descendants at. How I'm looking forward to the ending. Facts. I put the pressure on motherfuckers thinking that it's just a game. I made the sacrifices on the holy hill, doing Tomb Raider with the play. Talking that resurrection from the dead. This not just something you say amongst mortal men. This thing is all infected and it spread. Somehow I'm sicker than them. I was born to win.
Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped down before they walk out the door. Where they survive in the street. What about the chill? What about the hell? Look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see? Where you see the image of God, protected, providing, high into the body of the God is to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for the street.
They stop on your block and be watching New World with no heart for the cops and the streets is on fire. They loading with toxins, so I carefully move as I go for my shot. Hoping them not turn into a fucking hashtag. Let me get on, cause I promised myself when I was moving with them trash bags. Oh, future looking like a damn light. How many prayers do we need to save it? Really kinda gotta take the blame. Look at all of this shit that we be embracing. Yeah, we always wanna live, flash a few bands and a little bit. While the world dying, you don't care, niggas, long as they don't think that you a little bitch. I'm just trying to give a little shift, and I stand over, learn from my mandibles, learn from my figures. Trying my best when I do it is perfect, planted like I'm Hannibal. All my intangibles may be the man that I am with my morals, cause life did not come with a manual. I had a choice and I chose to live right. I won't stoop to those levels. Ain't that understandable?
Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped down before they walk out the door. Where they survive in the street. What about the chill? What about the hell? Look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see? Where you see the image of God, protected, providing, high into the body of the God is to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for the street.
I pray for my sons, don't let them pray on yours. You know they say, when it rains it pours. Let God be your umbrella, he can protect this, but still gotta keep that gun fella, cause niggas is reckless. So check this, all of our communities are disconnected, but never have you seen four brothers that disconnected. So you gotta receive and believe the message. If we work together, then we can achieve the message. Blessings through these concrete jungles, I stumbled, never fumbled. Been through all type of shit, so now I'm humble. Let's rumble. I ain't make it this far just to give up. The ultimate goal is for our kids to outlive us. Trust.
Yeah. Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped up before they walk out the door. Where they survive in the street. What about the chill? What about the hell? Look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see? Where you see the image of God, protected, providing, high into the body of God is to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for the street.
No lie.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
6-4 shit. We dropping lines. Fuck niggas out here dropping dimes. Nigga, we dropping lines, nigga. I ain't talking about no drink either. Drop them lines. Drop them lines. Big Zop, baby, I'ma drop a line. Drop them lines. Drop them lines. Big Zop, baby, I'ma drop a line.
them lines. Drop them lines. Big Zah, baby, I'ma drop a line. Now what that line doing? Now what that block doing? Now what that trap doing? Doing. Now what that line doing? Now what that block doing? Now what that trap doing? Doing. Hey, baby, please don't get it twisted. Lewis Taylor is my cousin. Fuck a UFC. Big Irene gon' get to dumping. The finger get to itching like bed bugs in the thermal. Wash your cream filled with reed. Nephew of Auntie Pearl. 3 traps jerking. Fuck a track boy lurking. I know one thing for certain. Go to war with anybody. It's like, yeah, I like the party, but quick to get your body. I bitch that fucking shawty bitch. Fucks on Maserati. Drop them lines. Big Zah, baby, I'ma drop a line. Drop them lines. Big Zah, baby, I'ma drop a line. Now what that line doing? Now what that block doing? Now what that trap doing? Now what that line doing? Now what that block doing? Now what that trap doing? Hey, drop them lines. Big Zah, baby, I'ma drop a line. Drop them lines. Big Zah, baby, I'ma drop a line. Now what that line doing? Now what that block doing? Now what that trap doing? Now what that line doing? Now what that block doing? Now what that trap doing? Hey.
Bring that down a little bit. Shop Talk 7, we in the building. We on top of We Get Down. I'm your guy, D. Smith. I'm your guy, Get This D. D. Smith in the house.
Still told me to Chucky Mac back. AKA Chill McLovin.
Chill McLovin. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to our chat, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And shout out to this playlist, man. That last song was King Irene dropping lines, baby. Shout out to King Irene, man. Right before that, we had bald head niggas with beards, bald head Negroes with beards. BHWB, Concrete Jungle, man. And before that, we had the boy Cypher Sick featuring the boy Ace G, Good Pay Bad Habits. And before that, we had your boy Fresh DiBiase, now goes by the name Dan Spook Freeman, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? With Big Cap. That right there's a dope song right there, man. I guess with that right there. And then before that, we had the boy Treble the singer, boy. Shout out to Clef, man. All I ever wanted, man. That's a dope ass dude. Straight up. Treble. Shout out to Treble, man.
I will say this. Playlist packed full of talent.
Pack full of talent, bro. Pack full of talent, man. Pack full of talent. Nothing else. I don't know, man.
Chicago artists.
You know?
Top the charts.
You know? Oh, and before that, by the way, we had Fly Cool Club, man. Fly Cool Club and Shy Blizz, man, and the Crown Holder. Come again. Come on, man. It's a dope ass playlist, man. The playlist is stupid, man. Earlier we played 3 a.m. Chicago with your boy GS the Brand and C.A. Brown. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that joint, man. Yeah, dude. Like, man, we be getting it in, man. We be getting it in. We be getting it in. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the shop biz. All right, y'all know what shop biz is, man. That's when we're gonna drill down on some real main topics and see what we can pull out and you know what I'm saying, see if we can learn something. So this way is gonna be no different. All right. So I posted in the group a video of a guy of a clip of a guy who had a couple of interesting things to say about what men need and how there's a need for affection and how there's a need for hugs and there's a need for certain things, you know, for certain physical things, and that a lot of men don't get that growing up. You know, they need a hug from their dad. They don't get growing up. They need a hug from their mom. They don't get growing up. So I posed the question here: do men use sex to obtain closeness the only way they've been programmed to? So I'm gonna throw that out there, and y'all talk to us, man. See what y'all say about that. Go ahead and marinate on that for a second, man. But definitely give your 2 cents, because I'm definitely interested in reading your responses and hearing what I got to say. And also, for those who feeling a little froggy, hit the StreamYard. Y'all want to jump on and talk with us, man? Hit the StreamYard. We'll put your beautiful face on screen and we can just chop it up, man. All right. So talk to us. All right. Shop Talk 7, Wednesday night. Let's go ahead and get it. Get this D and chill, baby. Chill. What you got on this, man? Do men use sex to obtain the closeness they've only been programmed to use or to do? Is that why the idea is that men need so many women? Is that why the idea is that men just love new puss? Is that, you think that has anything to do with that?
Well, I need a little more clarification. However, I would answer that directly as far as men needing. No. Men are, in my opinion, men are natural hunters.
Mm-hmm.
So we fight for the thrill, if that makes sense. The thrill of the
Hunt,
catch, or the thrill of the hunt, thrill of the chase.
Mm-hmm.
So that I want to believe that's naturally in us. And I mean, not all, but I say it's a man's trait, so I'll stick with what I said. And so even to say that, because not everybody, even to say the want, even if you don't go into that, oh, well, I wanted her, even though I have her, I wanted her, so I went out and got it. No, because I don't cheat, but a time or two I've threw the line out there just to see if I can
get a bite,
right. Mm-hmm. And then I throw it back. You know what I'm saying? I'll just mess with
throw it out
there
there and pull it all back. Yeah.
I'll say I wouldn't directly say yes to that.
Mm-hmm.
And read it one more time.
Okay, so the topic is right there. It says, do men use? It says, I miss it. Can't repeat the topic. The topic is on the screen, Auntie. Oh, she said she got it. Okay, cool. Angela. So, do men use sex to obtain closeness the only way that they've been programmed to? Now, I say program because our whole lives we've watched cartoons where, they chase the girl. So that's one level. We've seen it in the real world. That's another level. It's all over the movies and everything. So that's there.
And when you say that, is that saying sex and only sex, or sex as one part? Because money. Guys use money.
Yeah, they do. But they do use money for that. But that money is ultimately to get some sex. Yeah. So do men ultimately like sometimes people do things that they are subliminal to. Right. They don't really trace back why they're doing these things.
Because they don't care to trace
it. Right. Could be that they don't care to trace it, or they don't know how to trace it, or wherever they know they're going to trace it to is questionable. Like, I don't want to have to question my mom and my dad and how they raised me. I love them. They could do no wrong in my eyes. So I don't want to ever question them, But some of the stuff they taught me is probably why I'm going through some of the stuff I'm going through now. So if you're afraid to even step through that doorway to even question your parents, or question authority, or question what you learned, question the church you grew up in, question the family you grew up in, things like that, then you may not get close enough to the source of what's triggering you here.
And that questioning could either tarnish your original upbringing,
mm-hmm.
or it could strengthen your beliefs.
So
yeah, I get you.
So if a man is absent, and I'm gonna play the clip in a second. Well, I'm gonna let y'all listen to it as best I can because I didn't pull it to the StreamYard. But hand me that mic for a second. Try it that way. Yep. Yeah, let's try it that way. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay, cool. See if I can hear me. And I'm gonna play it for y'all. Testing 1 2. Yeah, bet. All right. So Sorry, y'all.
Together, or you become hyper driven by this need for affection, and that's why so many men are crazy success. And you think it's just because he want to hump on you all day. Men are nasty, men are dogs. No, it's because he never got affection, and to him, this is the only acceptable avenue for a man to meet his needs of affection and closeness. It's men need affection, men need attention, men need affirmation. We needed hugs from mama. We need a dad to hug us too. And most of us didn't have that. And it bleeds into our context. Either you go to two extremes. Either you shut down the need altogether, or you become hyper driven by this need for affection. And that's why so many men are crazy and success. And you think it's just because he want to hump on you all day. Men are nasty, men are dogs. No, it's because he never got affection, and to him, this is the only acceptable avenue for a man to meet his needs of affection and closeness. It's men need affection. Men need attention.
Okay, y'all.
Affirmation.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard that. Okay. Man says men need attention, men need affirmation, men need love, men need hugs. He's saying that sometimes men don't get that kind of attention from, their father. Who they, I believe fathers should show their children affection, particularly their sons, in order to show them how to manage their emotions instead of trying to bury them and hide them. And one of the outlets you can use to manage your emotions is actually showing some of it. So showing them some love, hugging your brethren, hugging your sisters, hugging your cousins, hugging your friends, hugging each other, sons hugging their fathers, fathers hugging their sons. He also said that men need hugs from their mothers. He's saying that a lot of the over hypersexuality that you may see from men could be because they're trying to gain affection. They're trying to gain that attention. They're trying to gain that closeness that they otherwise may not get, without sex, like through a relationship. A lot of men most men probably aren't in good relationships. I'd venture to say that most men are probably either not in a relationship or are not in solid relationships where there is a definite path, either they're married or they're on their way somewhere. I would say that most men, very few men are actually married and on that path. Most guys are probably somewhere in the middle, and the ones on the lower end.
Is that a certain age range or just most men in general?
Say that again?
Is that a certain age range or most men in general? You cut me off?
No. The mics have switched.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the mics have switched.
Oh, well, I ain't been on all night.
I know. I mean, they done heard you, though. Y'all done heard Shill, right? That's what y'all done heard Shill. What up, Ro? Shout out to Ro Design Services in the building.
Ro!
Auntie says, I absolutely agree with him, but society makes it hard for some men to admit that they need these things.
True.
And that's a sad thing.
True.
Hey, Queen, how are you? I guess she's talking to Ro. I'm sure she's not talking to either of us. But yeah, that's a good point, Auntie. I'm sorry. You're right. You told me to pick my battles.
Angela.
Let me go back to your comment because you did tell me to pick my battles.
Angela.
Don't call you Auntie. Yeah, say a name like that. Okay, all right. Okay, Auntie. Angela. What's it? Angela. She don't like Auntie. I'm sorry, Angela. Let's see. Anthony Terrell Monix Jr. Says, send me the StreamYard link. It's in the chat, sir. So you want me to email that to you or what? Because it's actually in the chat. See, I already put it up there. I'm gonna make you do the footwork. What's up there? Shout out to Mighty Media Monix over there at Determined Radio, holding it down for the team, representing. Inbox. Well, I'm gonna inbox you. You in the chat. What are you talking about? You're in the chat. Scroll up. Angela, she says, to the wrong women, it's a sign of weakness. But for me, I love a man who's emotionally intelligent. Okay, that's what's up. Just help me out, man. Okay, sir. All right. Let's see. Inbox you. All right. I got you, media. I got you, bro. I got you. That's his way of saying quit fucking around. But yeah, how you feel about that, Chill? How you feel? You say men don't or do?
I can see that.
Do you see sex being a way of men trying to obtain that closeness? You know what I'm saying?
The affection or emotion, the lack of the emotional affection. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Like I said, I wouldn't want to say that it's only sex, even though other things that correlates to or relates to or goes back to sex. But I still say, like I say, because we're talking affection,
right?
And the sex could bring about the affection, or the desire, I guess I'll say, to get what wasn't or what has not been obtained.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was saying. I don't know. For me, that's
do you need affection?
You say need? Yes.
What kind of affection do you need? What kind of affection do you need? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You need flowers?
Nope.
You need hot bubble bath?
I do that myself. I don't need all that. If I want,
you need hugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll say this. I, as a child, as an adolescent, as a beautiful bundle of joy, I did not lack hugs. My mother has some of the best hugs in the world. And I ain't been around the world, but I've been close enough, and then I sent out a representative to check on other people's hugs or whatever, and they didn't add up to my mother's hugs. Okay. I lost my mother in 2008. I've had some close runner-ups, but I have not had my mother's hugs, of course, because they was hers. They were hers. So do I lack that, or do I want that? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes. Oftentimes I need a hug from my mother. I wouldn't ever admit to it, but I did now. However, I might not open up to the person that's there at that present moment that can give me close enough. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna be the same, but it could be close enough. But the person that might be close enough at the time, which is all a part of communication on my end, if you can't tell that I need it, then it ain't for you to give me no way. If that even makes sense. Because I should be able to say, hey, I need a hug. But I feel like sometimes if I got to tell you that, then you ain't really want to give it to me no way. You know what I'm saying? However, communication is key. So open your mouth and say it, and closed mouth don't get fed.
Very true.
So, but yes,
true.
To answer your question, yes, I do need a hug every once in a while.
So, pushing forward, is sex a way for you to get some of that, even if it's temporary? Is sex a way for you to fulfill that need to get that affection that you can't get from your mom because she's not here to give it to you? Okay. Do you feel like, so what is the affection for from a woman? What need does it fulfill? And why is it a need for you? Have you thought about that?
Why is what a need? Affection.
Because you just mentioned your mom, and I know you said that your mom, you wish your mom could give you a hug.
Well, that's because you said hug. You mentioned hugs.
So I'm talking about what kind of affection do you need from a woman that's outside of your mom? Now I'm going to attach it to your mom, not just your mom, but mothers in general, because my theory is, and that's not really my theory, I'm sure somebody else has probably said something similar. Men look for their mom replacement, and women look for their dad replacement.
I agree.
Those are the only figures, or the first figures really, that show you any type of level of love that you can measure. And so they become your standard bearer for what quote unquote unconditional love looks like. So we're always looking for somebody to love us in a way that our parents loved us, which is why everybody swears up and down that there's this such thing as unconditional love, which is absolute bullshit, because your parents are your parents under a condition. You came from their loins. You're part of their lineage. You're part of their bloodline. They have a certain attachment to you. And so we're always chasing that love. Make any sense? Or is that, you know?
I mean, I hear you. I'm just.
And that's, like I said, it may not be something that everybody thought about or thinks about or even needs. Like for me, I know that I like hugs. I know that I like hugs because my mom hugged me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a kid. And there's nothing like a mama's hug. Right. It feels genuine. It feels real. It feels like I care about you. Yeah. So what I look for in a woman that calls herself caring about me,
prove it.
Is the same type of energy when she gives me that kind of hug.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that she got to be my mama or anything like that. But what I'm looking for is, you know, something similar to that love. Right. Because a resemblance. Because to me, that love looked real. That love was real to me. So if a woman's going to call herself being real in my life, I'm going to need to feel something similar.
And that would be the direct tie to my mom. Love.
Same thing with women and their dad.
Right.
You know, they always looking for somebody to be, you know, their dad. And we had a conversation some shows ago, where we talked about that. You know, women really looking for their dad in men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat, man. Troy Stroud says, even though there are a few women who can be accepting of an emotionally intelligent man, most of today's society women just show that they are not really ready for those type of conversations. You know, just my opinion. No, we have them here. And I will say that I'll agree with you there, Troy. There ain't a lot of women who can dip into that conversation and have it logically without getting into their emotions, you know, and being able to delve far enough to really make connections and actually, you know, move the needle. So, yeah. Let's see. Angela says, well said, Chill.
Thank you.
Chill dropping that lit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Chill dropping that lit. Real quick, we're going to take a real quick break, get off into a little bit of music, man, because I done went over the time and limit, man. So we're going to play a little music real quick. Let me see what we got. We're going to do this. Can we do that? No, we can't do that. What the All right, we're gonna do that. Mr. Dino Know It All, man. Do that ish. It's your boy YMDZ, man. Shout out the right way, man. Let's go ahead and get it. Shoptalk 7 Wednesday night. Let's go.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, but ain't no choice, I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do this. Plus I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, but ain't no choice, I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do this. Plus I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do exist. You know the snakes come for the great ones, that's when you weed them out. If you've been A1 since day one, you know who I'm speaking about. Just been watching cause I got it locked and I know that they plotting and scheming now. I don't believe in no back door, cause I don't leave my keys around. As soon as they see me, they screaming now. People like, what is the scene about? I turn up the music and hop out the whip. Now you get to see what we about. I pass them in traffic and now they be all out the window. Body just leaning out. They wanted to see the casino could do it. I did it. So do you believe it now? I please the crowd. Yes, indeed, I do that. If you talking about cheese for pounds, best believe I move that pip. You better ease it down. It's just me, my crew that's sick. It's just me, my crew that's sick. Hey, don't do so, do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these up blood. She said, get up moist, left me no choice. I just make blood. But instead it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back exists. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these up blood. She said, get up moist, left me no choice. I just make blood. But instead it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back exists. Get behind me, I know that I'm ready now. Wanna sign me, I know that they jelly now. Tell them patience, I gotta be steady now. Live like an agent, smoking on belly now. I ain't worried about none that you mentioned. That you talking about hundreds and Benjamins. They can tell that I'm running a minute. It's RIP uncle, my son, I'ma finish. I mix it up with the Gucci Gabbana. I mix it up like a coupe and a Hummer. Thumb cold as a scoop in the summer. I give a word, they gon' shoot for a number. Can't understand why they always so pressed about Mac, though. I keep it true in 100. I'm not really worried about it. They do at their back, though. They gon' come through for the drama. They say they show while she looking away. Was on yours until I took her away. I gotta come down to riot, just sit for the diet. You know that I'm cooking today. They going crazy for that good easy. That lazy, but that need me. They know that I'm not a regular peasy. I tell them don't call my cellular peasy. She hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these are blood. She said, get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. All that back don't exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino, do that. She say it get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these are blood. She said, get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. Lifestyle pigs, moving on, together, stay solid, stay strong. That man always somewhere getting busy. No bitch, she been tending for a minute, so hear me.
You ain't got my swag, you ain't got my drip. Sauce, you move how I move, you ain't got my dip. Pimp, you talk how I talk, you ain't got my spit. Rich, ain't talk about money, you ain't talk about you. Slick,
I've been in it, baby, ain't no turning back. Street boy, he lit in the hood, and you to throw a match. Taking was mine, fold, I ain't gotta ask. Give me that, put the game in the stain bag and hit the gas. Came from my mama and my auntie now. Gangsta in a quick temper, Bobby Johnson in them. That hustle in my soul, Granny Jean A. Solo was dripping sauce, not knowing I was soaking up. Exclusive trips, exclusive. Stretching dough like Pepsi folks. Boy, I need, man. Give me that. Webby flow, yellow gold, full frisk, 7-figure fluky stove. Stash full of moolah on my baby. No petty though. Stack it, watch it ever grow. Year round, merry go. Dizzy money, no more f***ups out the antidote. Humble hustle, humble living, go whatever, do the fuck. White t-shirt and Reebok on my V-boy, into the yell. Flat, lifestyle pigs. Move for none, eat together, stay solid, stay strong. That man always somewhere getting busy. No bitch, she been tending for a minute, so hear me.
you ain't got my swag, you ain't got my drip. Sauce, you move how I move, you ain't got my dip. Pimp, you don't talk how I talk, you ain't got my spit. Rich, ain't talk about money, you ain't talk about you. Slick.
I ain't going back to my old days, my old life. About to throw some bread, looking like a food fight. You can put some dirt on my name, but don't put dirt on my sneakers. I give a fuck about the rumors when they talked about Jesus. Them hi-hats still screaming through them tweeters. Head in the clouds, still puffing on this reefer. If I slide and rap with ya, this is not a feature. Somebody leaking, somebody gon' need a preacher. I'm just riding around, I still got my window cracked. I'm trying to cook the cheese without touching a mousetrap. You know, I give some where you from. It's 4 fingers, no thumb. You won't smoke, you better have strong lungs. Hey, I've been popping Earl. Got the game from Knockers, Big Bill, Barry, and Birdie. I'm done with the game, I'm about to hang up my jersey. You heard me? Picture lifestyle, I'm worthy.
Bird flat, lifestyle pigs. Moving on, eat together, stay solid, stay strong. That man always somewhere getting busy. No bitch, she been tending for a minute, so hear me.
You ain't got my swag, you ain't got my drip. Sauce, you move how I move, you ain't got my dip. Pimp, you don't talk how I talk, you ain't got my spit. Rich, ain't talk about money, you ain't talk about you. Slick.
I'm a mess.
What's good, Mr. Feedback? Shoptalk 7, we up top, but we get down. It's your boy, Get This D Smith in the house.
Chill told me to post this.
No Chunky Mac.
Oh, Chunky Mac is back.
No Chunky Mac.
Chunky Mac is back.
Hey, man, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all. Quick run through the playlist real fast. That last joint was, of course, the boy Street Boy Stretch. And Solo from the Heights, man, You Ain't. That's a banger, man. And shout out to the boy Dino, Mr. Know-It-All, featuring YMDZ. Do that
right way.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Right Way, baby. Shout out to Right Way, man. Monica was out there today, working with Dub and them, man. So shout out to Right Way, man. Shout out to the movement, dude. Shout out to the chat. BBT. What's going on, BBT? Check out Miss BB Trinette on Saturdays. Is it 2 to 3 now? Is it 2 to 3? 2 to 3 on Saturdays, man. Combos in Chicago. Make sure y'all check her out, okay? Let's go ahead and get back to this shop blitz, shop biz. Y'all see it on the screen, man. Do men use sex to obtain closeness that only way that they've been programmed to? So before the break, I was talking about how I'm trying to piggyback off the comment that the dude made, off the clip that the guy made, where he's talking about how men need affection, how men do need a hug, and men do need certain things from they just need affection. You know what I'm saying? Not just from women, but from men as well. And one thing that I thought about, and I actually sat and looked at, actually sat and watched about it. I watched it. I thought about it. I sat there and I actually watched it. Multiple environments, multiple test groups. Men love touching each other. I'm gonna say pause.
It's true.
I'm gonna say pause, but I shouldn't have to.
It's true.
Men absolutely love touching each other. They love it. Promise you. Find any group of men, they're gonna find a reason to touch each other.
Yep.
And not on no homo
not that, but right, yeah.
But men like connection. And so a lot of times you'll see women who not women. You'll see men who like to get away from their women. And one of the places they like to go is with their guys. And a lot of women say, why do you want to be with your guy? That's gay. Men know the levels with each other. Men understand touching and agreeing. And we often do that. Let something funny come on TV. Make we all with each other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Let the game be on. We'll hold each other back, looking at waiting for the play. Hey, no. We sit on the couch. We ain't even at the game. Let somebody make a play. We high-fiving. Let somebody. You ever see guys that haven't seen each other after a while, and then they meet up and say, "Oh man, my dude." You see the hug they give each other? Do you see the way men that love and care about each other hug each other? Do you see the way they shake hands? Handshaking. That's another form of touching and agreeing. You know what I'm saying? A good handshake set things straight. A good handshake shows love and appreciation and respect. So when we talk about affection and the way men need affection, you mentioned hugs and you mentioned all these things, it ain't so far-fetched to really think about it. Now, granted, there's some men who going to say, I don't need none of that. Cool. That's fine. This conversation don't apply to you.
Because a lot of men can't admit it.
A lot of men can't admit it. And this is what I'm saying. I actually sat and looked at it.
Which could be from the upbringing. I'm gonna throw this out there. You and I have known each other 30 years. Played high school football together, right? We looked at our head coach, Coach Spurlock. I mean, the other coaches as well, but I'm gonna just use Spurlock mainly. You know, he was the head coach. I'm going to reach out and say that we looked at him in the same way, very similar, if not the same, very similar way. Your father was in your household. Mine basically was as well.
And I'm glad you brought up football. Keep on going.
Coach was still a father figure, an uncle figure. He could be, depending on, age gap, for some big brother figure, you know what I'm saying? But just to say that what he provided naturally was affection. He knew how to, I'll bring you down if I need to build you back up. But there was also always the build up.
Oh yeah, BBB.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, build up, break down, build up.
Right.
Yeah.
And he kept you in a position of whatever you needed, even if on the toughest times where it was like you might have been searching, he came back to it one way or another. He came back to it. Yeah. The toughness, the sternness, and and if I can even say this, because it wasn't, but I guess I was like the sensitivity enough to show he cared. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, hey, come on up, sit down.
No, it wasn't no baby. No, it wasn't no hand holding.
Wasn't no baby.
Wasn't no hand holding.
But it was still like, hey, look, come. What's going on? Well, look, try this. You know what I'm saying? The sternness, but still open enough to where it's like, when he passed, I was hurt like when my pops passed. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's, even though, like I said, one way or another, my father was in my household, he was still that. That
doesn't negate the energy and the feelings and the love that you had towards Coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
And nor should it.
Right.
Because boys need examples of affection.
Right.
Now your dad's gonna hug you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he ain't babying you, but your dad, if your dad is around, he gonna show some type of affection for you if he love you.
Seemingly.
Right. But your coach gets to nurture you in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when you make a bad play, you get disciplined. But when you make a great play, you get praised. That's also affection.
And the touch.
And a touch. Hey, good job, boy. Way to get him, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? That's affection. Even when you see that happening, like guys chest bumping and shit, that's affection.
Yep.
When you see dudes shoot a 3-pointer in somebody's face and then you go to the bench, you know, with the swag and everybody jump and bump chest with them, that's affection.
Yep.
All of that is affection. So,
and imagine to do all that and not get it.
Or imagine having all of that, but then going home and still needing it.
Yeah.
Because you can only supplement it through team sports. You can only supplement it through, through sex. Sex ends up being that outlet to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not a part of a team, you don't know what that environment's like. And if you're not a part of a family that's affectionate, that's foreign to you. You may still be looking for affection in a lot of ways. I think a lot of women are sexually open like they are because they're looking for that affection. And they have to constantly replace it. You know what I'm saying?
Or constantly fulfill it.
Constantly fulfill it or replace it. Like once I sleep with one guy, okay, cool, I get that out the way, but I need that adrenaline pump again. I need that rise again. I need that energy input again.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like I need that affection because I'm missing it.
Right.
I don't have a sports family to go to. I don't have a real family to go to and really get that affection. So, I'm left using my bodily urges to fulfill that need. And so I think a lot of men are doing the same exact thing where, they may trick off a buck or two, or they may just, have swag to do it, or they may just be built and cut to do it, or whatever the case is. But they use sex to bridge that gap of affection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
Especially if you're not in a solid relationship with a woman. And if you've been through some bad relationships where you may not trust women, you know what I'm saying? You might be in a situation where you're relying on sex to fulfill that need of closeness. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was there. I've been there. I've been to that spot where it was like, you know what, damn, I need to feel some value. Let me sling a little dick. You know what I'm saying? I need a little closeness.
Right.
It would feel good to be affectionated on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so I've had those times when it was like, man, dude, it ain't even about the sex. It's really just about being wanted and wanting to be feel like somebody cares.
They call that a selfish encounter, by the way.
That could be a selfish encounter, but it could also be a mutually beneficial encounter.
Of course.
Because both probably feeling the same need in each other.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't a sneak thing.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm just using you for that. It wasn't like that. It was like, hey, I got an itch. You got an itch.
Let's
scratch. You know what I'm saying? But that's not necessarily the way to move. But to be honest, a lot of guys move like that. And they won't trace it back to the fact that, damn, what it really traced back to is
I'm replacing. I'm
replacing what I didn't. I'm supplementing.
Supplementing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supplementing. I didn't have that growing up. And now I'm grown and I'm realizing, damn, I'm spending money, but damn, I'm also spending a lot of money. I kind of need some affection behind this. But then this chick only with me because I'm spending money.
Spending time.
So she ain't really here because she want to be with me or she love me. Damn, now I need love.
It's the benefit.
Okay, cool. Push her to the side, get some more love. Let me find a new love.
And you know what though? What you just said could also be considered barter.
It is barter.
It is. And
it is barter.
I was bothered when that was explained to me in the way that it was explained because I didn't want to.
It is barter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exchange for goods and services.
Exchange of goods and services. Yes, it's definitely bartering. And that's why I said I think a lot of women also go through that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can admit that in the chat, but holla at us. You know what I'm saying? Also, I put the link to the StreamYard in the chat as well. I'm gonna throw it up there again. Y'all want to tune in? Let's see. Yeah. Y'all want to hit us up, man? Hit us up. We'll go ahead and put you on, man. Let's talk. But yeah, I think a lot of women also do that. You know, where they are trying to replace Papa or Big Brother or Granddaddy in some places, and this is the way they do it. You know what I'm saying? And so while we talk about women, you know, twerking here and twerking there and showing, showing ass all over the place and showing their titties all over the place, and why is it so sexual? What y'all want us to look at y'all like y'all ain't doing it?
And then they don't want to be objectified.
So what that tells me psychologically is you want the cake but don't eat it too, or you want your cake and can't eat it too, whatever the case, whatever that is. So you want to play the game to get the affection, but you're using the bait to get something else. So the bait that they're using is for sex, and you know there's attention for sex and everything. But they're really trying to do is get somebody to care about them, even if it's for an hour, 15 minutes, a quickie, 5 minutes or whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, when they get that, the ones who give them the attention or that they are seemingly yearning for, they dog them. They dog them because they can't handle it. They don't know how to handle it. I dealt with a woman like that before. I mean, we were from two different worlds, I'll say, and my understanding of love and how to show affection was not hers. And when I showed it, and I was still young enough to not know compromise. So on my end, I showed it the way I knew it, and later on, it was said to have been appreciated, but not understood. And because it wasn't understood, she didn't know how to handle it. So we didn't work out, mainly because of that. Like I said, the compromise, the lack of compromise on both sides had a lot to do with it as well. But the lack of compromise was from the lack of understanding of each other. The love languages were not the same.
Hold on real quick. Keep that thought. Yeah. Shout out to Angela in the chat. What's up, Angela? She says, yes, women subconsciously look for in men what they miss from their dads, from their fathers. Hey, real talk. Hey, shout out Dino. Right way in the building.
Right way
Smitty, right way Chili.
Yes, sir.
In the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We in it.
Yeah, baby. Angela came back with it. She says, very true, Shil. Women say they want certain qualities in a man, but can't really handle it. And then when they get a dose of that,
they grow.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever that dark part is that they turn that they know this will run them off, and it's in the subconscious. A lot of people, because it's not just I've done it. I've done it when I've set up the failure. In certain instances, I have set up the failure, and it's in the subconscious. It wasn't on purpose. It was just I ran, and I can admit that it was. I was young, immature, didn't know what I was doing, didn't really know what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Or was afraid of the commitment at the time because I was open to it, but it was like, yeah, but then that means, and I don't know that I'm gonna be stuck. Man, please.
So you mentioned, a couple sentences ago, you said something about not knowing what you want. At the time. Do you think men use sex as a way to figure out what they want, or part of one of the tools that we use to figure out what we want?
I think a lot of different sexual partners will slow you down from settling, and so which will kind of mask what you want. Because if you find that one and you're not sure or not ready to settle down, I'm gonna just keep that option out there.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the chat. Shout out the right way, baby. Love y'all dudes, man. Y'all are moving, man. We love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all support, man. Angela says, yeah, they run. They do. They absolutely do. Yes, men use sex to attain closeness, among other things. Very true. Very, very true. Angela came back and says, gotta be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it.
That's right.
That's true. So we use sex a lot of times to get the closeness and get that feeling that we couldn't get from mom and dad.
We also use sex selfishly. If I get it,
I need to keep that attention.
I need to keep that. So it's mine. It's mine. Don't try to give it nobody else.
Yes.
Yeah. I licked it. It's mine. No. Don't be like that. Yeah.
You get this, and this may explain why people get in their feelings in certain situationships, because what they're clinging to is not necessarily the sex, even though that's great, even though that's beneficial. You know, we enjoy that. But they may be clinging to the affection part of it. And the reason they're clinging on to it is not because of the person, but because of what they replace, what they supplement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody, a dude, may run through 20 women, in a year or whatever. And on the surface, it was like, oh, I'm just single. I'm living my life, doing my thing.
You search,
right? What it really be there is sometimes guys are like trying to figure out how to deal with affection, and so they're going through a lot of women trying to find that affection, and two, practice how to deal with it, how to use it, how to keep it. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on the person too, bro. It's the world we live in now, so wild. People, it ain't just men.
It ain't just men, but we talking about men.
People will run through a conglomerate in questioning their own sexuality, bro.
Yes,
and that's the thing. In this day and age, oh man, he a player. Oh man, she dealing with a bunch of dudes. No, they questioning themselves. They don't even know where they at.
Nope.
So you won't know where they at, and they covering, masking that by doing all of that.
Yep. That's why a lot of people want to get married and committed to so quickly, because they want out of that rat race.
Yep.
But they want an official out of that rat race. They don't want to just break up in a relationship and move to another relationship. They want to solidify that relationship and stay there until whatever's wrong gets fixed, however it's going to get fixed. They don't necessarily want to deal with it themselves.
Without trying to fix it.
So a relationship becomes a perfect place for you to hide if you are using sex or using other things to gain affection.
Right.
I just get into a relationship so that way I ain't out here hoeing or looking like I'm hoeing, and I look like I'm
At least I got somebody.
Yeah. At least I'm monogamous. I'm doing it the right way. But it's like, no, you ain't really attaining it.
You ain't doing it the right way.
You're hiding. You're running.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really what you're doing. You're running.
Yep.
You're using a relationship as a way to, not deal with the fact that you're missing certain things.
You're I don't want to say damaged. You're
imprinted. That's all. I wouldn't say damaged. I would say imprinted, because when we're human.
Right.
We need certain things. We're an organism. We're a living being. So when people talk about, I don't need this, I don't need that, that's a defense mechanism. That's a defense response. That means you probably had it snatched away from you or never had it to begin with. And so your attitude is, I don't need it.
Right.
Well, yeah, I made it this far. Well, you have, but how much further could you have made it had you had that? It's like people who say, I don't need my dad, I have my mom. That's great. That's great. Your mama may be super, but if your dad had been there to do an equal job to your mom, you probably would be a lot better. And you can't deny that that's a fact.
At minimum, you'd be different.
At minimum, you'd be much different.
Better, but I'll say different. My pops, like I said, my moms did most of the early childhood. You know what I'm saying? Pops was around, but then Pops was working. Pops had 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Most of my life.
Yeah.
Was he around? He was around. Was he there every day? He was not.
Right.
Even after they got divorced, of course, 99% parents get divorced, children go with the mother. 99%. I'd be nice to say 95, but it's really 99%. At the end of the day, it was the first initial, of course, was not going to see him and all of that stuff. He was busy or whatever. Then it was every other weekend, go see him. Then it was, well, he had to work this weekend. He wasn't available that weekend. Most of the time, I like one way or another. Like I said, I was with moms. That didn't make me super sensitive. If anything, I'm that low key in the subconscious that might have made me act out. And I never would have said, I never would have thought that until I started looking at life as I got older. Because I acted out. And a lot of the stuff I did, I chose. The directions that I went, I chose. I didn't have to do the chill that you knew. I didn't have to be him. You know what I'm saying? Low key, I could have been a proctor. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, in that direction.
Yeah.
Rob Martin played football in what? We was in school and he was doing IT work. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it could have been that. However, I am where I am because this is where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
The path that I took, that was the path. If it was not, it wouldn't have been.
Right.
In my own belief. Shout out to Monix.
Yes, speaking of shout out to Monix real quick. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Monix says sometimes a continuation of what they got from their fathers. In all honesty, I look for what I felt like I should have had from my mother. And that's true. That's what we were saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Like men, and we had this conversation before, where men are basically trying to replace their mom and women are trying to replace their dads. You know, that's your first level of love. So, you know, it makes perfect sense. Angela says, as it pertains to you, I absolutely agree with you. Real. Says a broken person will never be able to have a successful, healthy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very true. Very true. Monica goes on to say, in a committed situation, I'm supposed to provide what their father did and beyond. Okay, gotcha. Angela says, how can you win the love of a man and a father are different types of love? And that there is the conundrum. I rock with that. And so when we talk about men using sex to get that, that's where that comes in at. How can you win the love of a man and a father are different types of love? Well, when it comes to the question of do men use sex, there it goes. So thank you, Angela. You kind of let me right to where I was trying to go. But yeah, we go right back to the question, and a lot of guys tend to use gifting and sex as love. And that's usually our definition or our display of love to women. Either we buying you something or we sexing you down, one or the other. We rarely talk about providing a space where we can actually talk to you and nurture you, or have these conversations where, like we're having tonight, we can sit down and actually broaden the conversation and dig into some things and find out why you're triggered by certain things or why you feel a need for certain things. We can talk about our needs for real, not just what we want and what we want to order. We can talk about the things that we really, really need from people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, thank you, Miss Angela. Thank you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got to get into these conversations where we stop digging, we stop, scraping at the surface and start really looking into ourselves. I know we always talk about relationships, but I always try to take relationship conversations past the relationship into the person.
Because that's where it starts. If you're one way and this person's another way, and y'all both coming together trying to build something beautiful, but y'all both got this crazy ass list of order and desires and wants, and neither one of y'all can fulfill that for yourselves, and both of y'all refuse to look at your brokenness, but you looking at the other person to suddenly fulfill whatever brokenness you ain't told them about, because you ain't faced it. Which means you don't even know.
Which means exactly you don't even know. Need. But you mad at them for not providing what you want and need, but you don't even know what you need. So, and then it goes back into the cycle. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully people are having those conversations. Good sex can definitely make one think they're in love. See, there we go. Sex is definitely one of them things. And if you giving it right, you're giving it the right way. Pun intended. If you're giving it the right way, man, you definitely gonna hit some nerves. You hit some nerve endings. You know what I'm saying? And if you're giving it consistently to somebody who has some affection needs that they may not be aware of, and let's think about it. If most marriages end in divorce, that means a lot of people are coming from broken homes. And that's not even counting the ones who did get married. So we got a lot of people out here who probably missing a whole lot of chunks of things that they might have needed to develop into a certain type of person to understand affection in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everybody's raised a certain way, but not everybody has gotten, those lessons. And so when you're trying to put together in adulthood, but you can't trace it back to where it started from, I mean, that kind of spells an ugly future for you in terms of relationships.
It's definitely a vicious cycle,
and not even from a relationship man and woman standpoint, even friendships. You know, another thing is when we talk about relationships, we always talk about monogamous man on woman relationships, but it's like, dude, there's so many relationships that transcend just men and women. You know what I'm saying? We got friendships involved here. There are business relationships, and some of these all carry some of the same principles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
The standards.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's weird is in one lane, some people can be a certain way, but then in the relationship monogamous lane, suddenly you can't apply those principles that you use over here. You know, you can go to work and manage 1,000 people, but you can't keep a woman happy.
I've seen some nonchalant, not really care about nothing people, but in a relationship, like out in the regular world, but in a relationship, soft as butter.
Soft as butter.
So it's like, you cool with that? Oh, no.
Yep. Angela says they should already love and respect, honor themselves, and also be happy with themselves.
Should.
Agree. Should, but let's be honest. Most people use relationships as a way to gain that. Most people use relationships as a way to at least gain that look. Even if it's not necessarily real, at least give me the look of that. You know, let me look happy. And, you know, hopefully nobody else digs any further. You know, but if you can hide from yourself in a relationship, you're definitely going to be vulnerable if you by yourself. So sex again as a weapon. Would that be a weapon? I don't want to say it's a weapon.
No.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say sex is a weapon for this particular question. But I mean, who hasn't used sex for some affection?
Assaulted with a deadly weapon.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hopefully not. Hopefully y'all already out. Hopefully y'all getting tested and ain't out here with no sling, no deadly weapons out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Angela says they sure do, which is why in the end, it'll never last. That's very true. Very, very true. Sex as a tool, BBT. Yeah, that's true. Sex as a tool.
There we go.
Sex is a tool. Let's be real. You know, relationships are transactional, and sex is usually the currency most of the time. Time is a currency. Energy is a currency as well, which probably leads into sex and time as well. So when you're talking about sex as a tool, it is a tool for, men to obtain closeness. Whether they want to admit that is a different story. And why they need to use sex as a tool to get that is another story as well. But like we've been saying the whole time, if you don't dig into yourself to really find those questions out, man, I mean, you can't expect somebody you're in a relationship with to mind read you.
Communication.
How many times you ask somebody what's wrong? Like, ain't nothing wrong.
Nothing. But you showing there's something wrong.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Okay.
I'm not good with it. I walk out. Oh, bet.
Fuck. You say he was cool. All right, cool. Leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Leave it at that. But yeah, shout out to the chat, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, I admitted to using sex as a tool to get affection at times.
I use it to get money.
Entrepreneur right here, people.
There we go.
Yeah. Get that money.
I'm a
hey, get that money.
So,
get that money.
So there's that.
Get that money. Angela says, I love communication, no matter how ugly it can get.
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
Because it's clarification.
I do too. The thing about communication, though, Angela, is it gets ugly, and that's when people bail.
Mm-hmm.
That's when people bail. If you're going to have communication, I think one of the things that I've learned is important for me in communication is setting a baseline. If I come to somebody to deal with something, I let them know, hey, I'm here to deal with this. Ain't no necessarily running or nothing. I'm here to deal with this. So whatever we got to talk about it to get it to where you need to go, let's do that. I'm not trying to leave this situation unmanaged. So in the door, I'm here to solve it. I want to resolve it. I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to do any of that. So let's talk open. Let's talk honestly. So even if it gets heated, it can get heated, but I'm going to respect you and you're going to respect me. And if we can't do that, then there is no way we communicate.
And see,
BBT say, get that money, man.
A lot of people don't know how to, we talked about this, conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution.
A lot of people don't know how. And like I dated a woman who understood conflict resolution as aggression. So instead of her being able to talk about whatever the situation was, she showed aggression. Me, on the other hand, I was a runner. I don't want to deal with it. I'm gone. I'm gone. And even though we might have still been together, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean like physically. I mean, physically, I'm out of the room. Or at that point, I shut down. You just showed that you've shown your childishness. Is what I did I say that? Childishness. And I shut down. We be right here together. I'm not you not there. I'm not here. TV, whatever. I don't care. And I don't look at all them dating shows and whatever you turn it to. You got mad. You turn turn the shot. Whatever. I ain't saying nothing. I'm watching it. You know.
That's still one of my methods. I'm not gonna lie. I still will shut down.
Yeah.
But it's literally at the end of my rope. When I lose a way of communicating thoroughly with you,
I'm done.
I gotta stop, because then my energy becomes negative and it's no longer positive in the conversation. So, barring whatever you talking about, let me remove myself, because I see myself inching into that negative space, and I don't want to be inserting that into this communication. So let me be aware, and let me go ahead and dial that back, and let me step away for a second. You know what I'm saying? And we can come back and talk about it whenever you get things straight. We can come back and talk about it, but we ain't got to hash that out right now, because right now, if we keep going, it's just going downhill.
That person doesn't revisit. That's and like I say, that's the one that turned the apology into sleeping with t-shirt, no panties, and sliding back on. And it's like, like you say. So sometimes when you get to that point, it'd be like, I don't even want it. And 3 days later, after not talking, it's like, I want it, but I still don't have to talk after. And especially if this is at night. So I woke up the next morning, I'm still over into I'm in the same mode. Don't think that we cool now.
Yeah, we just,
because we didn't straighten out the situation.
That we bartered.
Yeah.
We bartered.
You got some affection, because that's what you needed, because I shut that down.
You know what? That's a whole nother conversation. Hey, shout out to No, dude, we gotta do a part 2 of this, because damn, hold on, you just opened up a whole nother door right there. Shout out to the chat, man. BBT says, I like that, chill. I feel it's getting too heated. I'll shut down. Yeah, that's me. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I don't argue. We can discuss issues. Yeah. Angela says, me either. You know, we can discuss like adults, but you know, I'm not gonna do this argument. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this argument. I feel you on that. Landy, hey, what's up, lady? What's up, lady? Lady Sanders says, definitely not arguing. We can talk though. Yeah, I don't want to talk in circles either. That's my thing. Yeah. We can talk, but don't talk me in circles. If we're gonna talk, let's push the needle ahead. Let's not keep going in circles, hashing out what you said earlier that I heard 3 times since. You know, and hopefully I don't have to repeat myself.
And I'm fact based.
So when I repeat something, I'm trying to make sure that we are on point. I'm trying to make sure I heard you correctly. Okay, cool. You said this how you feel. Okay, cool. Let me stick to that. Let me not go off into how I feel. Let me address how you're feeling. And vice versa. If I'm telling you this is how I feel, address that, not what you want to address. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to the chat, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We got to get up out of here. We got 1 more minute left, but that's all good, man. We're gonna go ahead and take y'all out the right way, man. Did I say that right?
The right way.
Right? Did I say that the right way? Is that really what I said? I did say that. So you know what that means? I gotta go out the right way. Right way. As soon as I find this joint.
There you go. We got a minute, so
yeah, we got a minute, man. So shout out to the chat, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night, same time, same channel, man. Shop Talk 7 will be here on Thursday night, man. I'm not sure who gonna have tomorrow, man. We've been kind of chilling this week. We done had a whole string of a peanuts.
What?
Wow. Pause.
I just got back. I wasn't here for that.
Stupid. Oh man. Oh Lord. A long string of interviews. Guest appearances.
Oh, appearances.
Guest appearances.
Guest appearance.
Yes, yeah, guest appearances. Damn.
Oh.
What'd you say, BBC? Where you buy that, BBC? Y'all crazy, man. Shout out to the chat. We love y'all, man. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Not YMDZ. We got Dino, Mr. Know-It-All, man. Grand Visions. I said we going out the right way, right? I wasn't lying. Wasn't bullshitting. Shoptalk 7, man. See how the bar night. Let's go. Chill told me to post this, man. Get this D. Standing in for Media Monics, man. Shout out to Felice over there in Determined Radio. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and get it. Grand Vision. Mr. Dino Know-It-All. Let's go. Right way.
I'm just focused on my goals and my grand visions. That's just how it's supposed to go for a man driven. Trying to make this transition through this damn mission till I break the transmission of the damn engine. The wheels rolling, but you'll never see him tire. Ain't no time to kill when you trying to get them higher. Ain't no time to chill when you building your empire. There's loyalty for royalty and him sire, him fire, pressure, a diamond, blinding. You're staring at the glare of the sun shining. Need I remind them how to find bling bling? Got a real dream team and a real mean scheme. I ain't never seen a ghost before, but I done seen things like somebody getting ghosts from those who miss the clean things. Everything I rap that China white and miss that ling ling. They obsessed with the type of pack that make the fiends lean. Even if he ain't rich, you can see the ching ching. Even if she ain't my chick, bet I'm still at Queen's King. I can do this anywhere. I don't need the green screen. Got it locked behind these bars. Never been to sing. Coming from the Windy City, really, who more thorough? Need my respect from the West Coast to them New York boroughs. They've been begging me to do more. Plural. I make hits, plus I paint hits. Euros. You know when you're trying to stack them euros and take rigorous training. Since a year old, it's been drugs, killing and banging. I'll elaborate. I was once one in a lab with weight. Cousin in the kitchen whipping, scraping up half the plates. Then could dish it off at a faster rate to half the state. I have to state the fact that this track will attract the great. There's a lot going on in rap that's a smack to face. I'm practically the chiropractor, here to get it back in place. Wait a minute, I just lost my top and don't know where it is. This a reality check of just how rare it is. I control this narrative. They like, there it is. What I'm giving you is proof of how unfair it is. Notorious, but I'm not the person to compare to big. I was never ready to die, just prepared to live. But growing up the big as a kid was incredible. Someone to give credit to who did things we could never do.